Hello, ladies. Hello. Hi, everybody. All right, make sure y'all can hear me. All right. All right. Hi, AK. Watching you from my desk this morning with morning coffee. Well, good morning to you, ma'am. Good morning. All right. So, first of all, I want to say you guys have been requesting that I add different layers to Patreon, tiers, different tiers to Patreon. And I have done that. So if you go to my Patreon page, you will see I have 3 tiers and I've opened it up. Now that we're wrapping the class that I was doing. But those of you who still want to see that class, there is a layer. I keep saying layer. There is a tier there for you if you missed that class. All right. So I do have different tiers in Patreon. I have a $5, I have a $10, and I have a $20. Okay. All right. So some of the upcoming classes that I have coming up in my community, I wanted to talk about here on YouTube before I start posting in Patreon. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I want to talk about the obesity crisis that is going on in America in particular, but all over the world in certain countries. There are certain countries that you go to where you don't find a lot of obese people. Like when I was in Europe, in particular Amsterdam, I don't even think I saw one fat person. I really don't. I don't think I saw one single fat person. Like nobody was fat. And everybody was like riding their bikes and walking. And it was very eye-opening to see some of the mistakes that I've made in my own life. And also some of the thinking that I had that may have been distorted a little bit by the media, by blogs, by body positivity. And I'm thankful that it didn't hurt me so much in the dating area, but definitely it was hard for me with dating, even though I am a pretty woman and I do have a cute shape. I will say that. I don't mind admitting to the areas of my strengths when it comes to my physical beauty. I have a cute shape and I do have a pretty face. Most people think I have a pretty face. Whether they do or whether they don't, I've been told I have a pretty face. So even with those things, dating was very difficult for me as a young girl because I always saw who men were really interested in, you know? And so I had to navigate through that. I also had to navigate through getting older. I'm older now. And some of the things that I could get away with when I was 25, I can no longer get away with that now that I'm older. And so these are things that people don't understand, especially young women who are talking about body positivity, young women who might be in their 20s or in their early 30s. See, life has not caught up with them yet. All right. Life has not caught up with them yet, but life will. Now, we know that there are some bigger people that actually may be healthy at right now. They may not have diabetes or high blood pressure or, you know, their knees may still feel pretty good to them. But I would say those are anomalies, okay? That's a very small group of people that are healthy at a bigger size. And I would just say life hasn't caught up with them yet. I'm not going to debate with you all about the impact of obesity. First of all, as an overweight woman who has had to deal with this a whole lifetime, I understand how being overweight impacts your life. So don't leave the crap underneath my videos because you're full of crap, okay? All of you people saying, oh, size doesn't matter, and you know, you could be big and healthy, and you know, you're just trying to prove that to yourself. So go prove that to yourself in your diary. Don't put that in my comments, okay? Because we know there's enough research, there's enough statistics that cross all races, but we know Black women, I think Black women, we're 80% of us are obese. 80% of Black women are obese. So it is my job now to share my personal journey and to share, you know, what I'm going through, and to share the transformation that is happening in my life with my mindset, first of all, because you really can't you really can't lose weight without changing your mindset. It really all starts in your head first, okay? Changing the way you think. Stop making excuses about why you're big. And see, I see this with women all of the time, trying to make excuses about why they are big. And some women we know are extremely obese. I'm talking about size 24, 26, 28, 32, like extremely obese. And you see the delusion that is out there about why size doesn't matter. People should look at our character. And a matter of fact, I'm going to post a comment that I got on my Instagram in my private group after I get off here, because me and hubby, y'all, this is another video, but we're having a coronavirus crisis here in Kuwait. And I will be talking about that here on my channel, but this video is not about the coronavirus. I know I'm smiling as I say that, but please believe I'm nervous because we have quite a few cases here in Kuwait. And we're just praying that it does not become a complete epidemic. But that's another video. I'm just saying that's why really I've been like low key, kind of chilling, just trying to see what's going on in the country. But people will always try to make excuses. And I did the same thing. You know, just because I had a cute shave, just because I did have, once I got older and I got a little more confident in myself, I did start dating and I was able to meet different guys and kind of get over the fact that, okay, I'm a little bit bigger than most people, because I came up in a time where body positivity wasn't a thing. Like that wasn't a thing. You know, that wasn't something like to be proud of. Like nobody was marching around proud that they were fat. Like when I was 17, 16, no, it was not like that. It was torturous, okay? It was torturous. It was like you felt different. You kind of felt out of place. Now we live in a society where everybody gets a trophy, or so you think everybody gets a trophy, but everybody we know is not going to get the trophy. But that's the society we live in now. Like everybody gets a trophy. We all get a trophy. We all win. No, we don't, okay? We don't. We all don't win and we all don't get a trophy. Now, in God's eyes, that's a different story. You guys know that I am a Christian and I believe that the way God looks at us, that's definitely not the way society looks at us. But now we're speaking of it from just a society standpoint. Everybody's not going to get a trophy, okay? Everybody's not. And so we live in a day and age where accountability has gone out of the window, out of the door. Nobody wants to be accountable. Everybody wants to be desirable, but they don't want to put the work in, okay? Women want to be desired. They want jobs not to discriminate. They want men not to discriminate against them, but they don't want to actually put the work in that it's required for people to view you in a certain way. And I'm really tired of this narrative because I know for my young women, all it's going to do is destroy your life and keep you at a very mediocre existence, okay? Because when you are carrying extra weight, not only is it a health issue, you are putting your health, your joints, your organs. Y'all can look this up. I don't need to preach to the choir. Y'all know this already. Y'all know the side effects of obesity. You know the end result of obesity, okay? And even me from personal experience, now that I'm older now, I know what obesity does to you, what being overweight does to your body and what it does to your self-esteem and what it does to your confidence and how much harder you have to work to feel that confidence when you can't walk up 5 flights of stairs without almost dying, okay? So I think this was a topic that I knew I wanted to talk about in the community because there are not a lot of spaces where women are being real. And I'm particularly disappointed in Black women because we are the ones suffering at the hands of obesity the most, okay? We are suffering from astronomical numbers in the area of diabetes, heart disease, blood pressure, high blood pressure, all these things that are really just like killing us slowly. And so I know as a role model, as a leader, I am that. Some people don't want to be that. Some people are really too immoral to be a leader and to be a role model. And I know that. And I'm not perfect and I'm flawed. And I tell you guys where I'm flawed. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide about what my flaws are. I was just telling my husband that. Like, I'm super fabulous in a lot of ways, but I have nothing to hide about where I missed the mark. And I want to share this with as many as young women as possible about where I missed the mark. And definitely where I missed the mark was weight management. Okay, that has been weight management. And in this society of Lizzos and plus size bloggers, and all plus size bloggers, I'm not going to put them all in the box of, you know, them spreading messages that are not true, but a lot of them are contributing to the problem of obesity. A lot of them are, you know, all of this, you know, with, you know, somehow fat girls are thriving in all areas of life. That's not true. There's no proof to back it up. It's just made up delusion. That's really all it is. It's made up delusion. And while we are more than just our skin, our flesh, our face, there's more to us than just our body. Our bodies were given to us from God as a gift for a temporary period of time. We will all die, okay? We're all gonna die. This is just a shell, okay? So we were all given a body, and it is our duty to take care of our bodies the best way that we can. And we can't do that if we are in an obesity mindset. Good morning, sweet cakes. Good morning, Kat. We can't do that if we are in an obesity mindset. And I'm strictly talking about obesity right now because of the fact that 80% of women, of Black women, are obese. I'm specifically talking about this because it's affecting minority women at a crazy, alarming, scary rate. And I couldn't find a space where I feel like this conversation is being had in the way that I want to have it. Like, I'm not a health nut. I don't think I'll ever be like a super health nut, like somebody that just like wants to talk about dieting, or I don't believe in dieting. I don't think that's the answer. I think for a time, maybe you need to cut back on certain things, but I don't believe like in cutting something out of your life that you really love, but I do believe in moderation. And that is something that I'm learning about every day of my life, just learning about more, well, learning how to enjoy life, but not overdo it. That's what I'm trying to say. Learning how to enjoy life without overdoing it. And so I think that either there's this super healthy community of people that have already like lost the weight and they're all like ripped, and, you know, or you have this other extreme community of big women who are basically delusional. So I don't fit in any one of these communities. So I felt like, okay, so maybe I need to talk about like my own experience, my journey with being overweight, and like what I'm doing and how I feel about it and what I've learned from being overweight, and how I could help other people who may be in darkness, because I feel like I was in some kind of darkness for a little while, meaning like I wasn't accountable because I liked my body, my man likes my body. And I think like there was nobody holding me accountable, basically. Like there was nobody saying like, Kim, you need to go on a diet. Like there was nobody that was actually saying that. Now people would say, you're pretty, you know, they would say positive things, but there was nobody really saying like, you might kill yourself. Maybe my doctor, but they wouldn't say it like that. They would just always say like, you need to lose weight for whatever health concern that I had. And a lot of people resent their doctors telling them that, you know, and I know that there are doctors that do discriminate against bigger people, and there is discrimination against bigger people. But here's the thing, your weight is something you can control. And that's the first thing I'm giving away here. The rest of this conversation is going to be had in my Patreon community. If you are ready to stop this obesity mindset that's being promoted in the media, blogs, on Instagram, not so much on TV, because if you notice on TV, there's still not a ton of fat people on TV. And we need representation. I mean, there are fat people in the world. We're not trying to like say fat people are trash and we're terrible and we don't deserve representation. No, we need clothes to wear. We need representation in the media. We need that, you know, but there has to be a balance with this conversation. And anytime you tell yourself that it is okay to be fat, you've lost in life. Now, I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm not telling you what I feel. I'm telling you what I know. And while I'm on this journey of success, and I feel like I have done many things that make me successful, I'm really hard on myself. If y'all don't know, I'm really hard on myself. And that's probably why I'm hard on other people, because I expect people to be accountable. Like I'm accountable for myself and my decisions. That's what I expect out of people, because that's what I do with myself. I'm really hard on myself. And it's good, because if I wasn't hard on myself, I might be 300 pounds right now. If I'm gonna be honest with you, if I wasn't hard on myself, I might not have an education. If I wasn't hard on myself and always reflecting, I might not have a great husband now. Okay. There are things that I have in my life from working really hard and from having the right mindset and the right mentality. Okay. And so this is not about superficiality. It's not about being superficial or being conceited or wanting the perfect body. It's really about taking accountability for your life. And that's the thing I want to give today on this channel as you watch me. What I want to say is, if you want to get out of the obesity mindset, the first step is to take accountability and stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself you like being fat, because it sounds idiotic. Who likes being fat? Who really likes being fat? Who likes their thighs rubbing together? Who likes the fact that they can't walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing? Who likes to be discriminated when you're going on a job interview or when you're going out into society trying to network? Who wants to be that person where the first thing they see is, oh, she's really big. She must not care about herself. Okay, because this is what people think, that they're never going to say to you. Oh, she thinks she's cute. You know those fat girls that's on Instagram always talking about how fine they are, and they're a little circle with these dusty broke men that are thirsting after them. You know how your head could get boosted up as a big woman. You know that, and you know women think that they're desirable if men want to sleep with them, and we know that does not make you desirable. A lot of men will sleep with anything, okay, including a fat person that they are really not attracted to, but they will do it if they're hard up. So these are conversations that people don't want to have, and the realities of being overweight that people don't want to discuss. They want to kind of sweep it under the rug. Now, you see, as a bigger person, I'm thriving, and there are so many other big people who are thriving too. But I'm not in denial at the fact that I've made my life a little harder. Okay. Being overweight makes your life a little harder. Listen to me, young women. I'm not even really talking to y'all that's 35 and up, because a lot of y'all are just set in your ways. You don't want to change. You're not going to change. And I know that doesn't apply to all older women who are 35 and up, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of times I get backlash from older women who are just not going to change anyway. Y'all are set. Y'all have made y'all mistakes, and now you're going to live in them. But for the younger girls, you have time, okay? You have time to change the trajectory of your life. You still have time. You still have time to set yourself up with a great life and not have to face all these barriers you're going to have to face with all this weight, okay? And I'm not going to lie to anybody. Just because I have a great life, just because I can cope, and just because it turned out okay, so I don't know what being overweight for all these years ultimately have done to my organs, or what side effects of being overweight I'm going to have 5 years down the line. Now, you guys know I'm working on it. A lot of you say I've made improvements. I don't know. I can't see it. I'm not on a diet or anything. Okay. That's not what this is about. It's just about making better decisions. Okay. It's just about getting out there and exercising. It's just about working on my mind, my soul, my spirit. That's what this is about. Okay. This is about becoming the best version of myself that I could be, so that I can be the best version of myself for my family, for you guys, and so that I can be a role model for younger women, okay? Because how can I be a role model for younger women if I don't admit the mistakes that I have made and tell you how I'm working towards to rectify those mistakes, all right? I don't have any shame because my life is blessed. I'm abundantly blessed by God. I'm so blessed. And I don't mind sharing mistakes that I have made because I know that this channel is going to change lives. And because my information and my content is going to reach some young girl, she is not going to be obese in her 20s. She's going to take control. That's my groceries being delivered. With this coronavirus thing going on, we are ordering a lot of our groceries and trying to stock up and get prepared because we're having a problem here. But I'm going to come back in another video and talk to you about what's going on in Kuwait right now. But anyway, I just love you ladies. And everything I say is coming from love, and it's coming from things that I've learned. It's not hatred. It's not self-hate. I don't hate myself. I don't hate my body. I do dislike being overweight though. Okay. So I don't hate my body. I don't hate myself. I don't hate my life. I hate being overweight though. I do, because it's been a barrier, and I've had to work 3 times harder than somebody else because of my weight. And I don't want that for you ladies. So if you're an older lady and you relate to me and you want to learn how to get out of the obesity mindset, join Patreon. If you're a younger girl, you know you're overweight, you know it's uncomfortable, you know you don't feel as confident, you don't feel as sexy, you don't feel as desired, join Patreon, because we're going to have these conversations. That's one of the topics that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of other things too, but that's just one of the topics. So that's all I came to say, is that the obesity mindset will not only kill you, it will destroy you. It will destroy your life in every area. Anytime you hear a woman saying that she loves to be fat, you should run. You should run in the opposite direction, because she is weird and she is off and she is strange and she's dangerous, and she's going to want you to be fat as well. I find that too, because if you lose weight, if you take care of yourself, then people won't like you. They won't like the fact that you are trying to be positive and trying to change your life. It looks like my internet. It's really sad, and this is coming from someone who is overweight. Yes. And I do want to say that I do know who, I'm going to get out of here because my internet looks like it's acting up. But I do want to say that I do know body positivity is needed. And before I leave, I want to say who body positivity is for. It is not for obese women. It is not for us. Okay. Body positivity is for amputee victims, people with skin conditions, people with deformities, people with maybe non society. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all, because my internet is really acting up right now. It's going in and out. But anyway, I just wanted to say my tip: take accountability. That's the first step to getting out of the obesity mindset. Take accountability for your life. Take accountability for the fact that you are overweight, and stop saying you like it. Okay, stop saying, yeah, I love being fat, and oh girl, I'm so fine. And y'all go scroll through Instagram, you'll see it. Like, oh, our big girls, we out here killing it. Yeah, we killing it, all right. We're killing it. No one believes this. No one believes this stuff. So if you want to have these conversations in a private space, because people are so triggered on the internet, some conversations just need to be had behind closed doors. And so if you want to have these conversations about how to get out of the obesity mindset, what I'm doing to change my mind, to change this love of being curvy or fat or whatever people are calling it these days, and how it's helped me so much. Seriously, getting out of this body positivity stuff as it relates to being overweight has really helped me thrive. And it's really helped me improve myself, watch what I'm eating, actually tell myself, girl, you need to go work out. Taking accountability for myself has been such a huge step in improving my overall health. And I'm very pleased with the direction that my life is going. And I want to share this gift to those of you who may be hiding behind body positivity or fat positivity, as they call it. That's even worse, fat positivity. Maybe you're hiding behind the fact that you have a cute shape, or you have a pretty face, or you've been able to get by, and so you've kind of become complacent with your weight, and you think it's okay because people should look at your character and they shouldn't look at your body, that's not real. That's not real life. That's just not real life. That's not how this thing works. That's not how the world works. Nobody's going to look at your character until they look at your body and your face. That is the first thing they're going to look at: your body, your face, how you speak. Then they're going to dive into your background, your education level, your socioeconomic situation. Then they're going to dive into those other areas. But the first thing people see is your face and your body. And there are some things that we can control. We can't control how we look, our facial features and things of that nature, but we can control our weight. We can control our weight. And if we come together and support each other as a community, instead of saying, I love being fat, when we know that's a lie, then maybe we could actually lose the weight if we actually supported each other and stopped accepting things that we have no business accepting. Okay? All right, so that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get out of here, you guys. And I'll be back to talk about the coronavirus. I'm going to come back and talk to you guys. I would love your prayers, because there's a lot going on in the world, not just here in Kuwait, but all over the world. And so I will come back and talk to you guys about what's going on with that. Join my Patreon. I have 3 different levels. I have a $5 level, a $10 level, and a $20 level. All right. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.